Hey guys, it's Char, aka the Charm Maker, and today I am making a wooden toothpick sculpture. If you're new here, hi, I'm Charlotte. I'd love it if you could like, subscribe, and stay a while. I make videos about art, my small business, and kind of anything that interests me at the moment. Today I am making a toothpick sculpture like I mentioned, and this is actually a project for one of my classes. So I'm a freshman at SCAD, and this is a project I have to do for my design class, kind of my 3D design class. And I am really excited about this because I've never made a toothpick sculpture, but it's always interested me. I've already got the concept all together, and so I'm going to insert my lovely sketches here because I have decided I'm going to do kind of a school of fish design because we have a certain prompt we have to follow. We have to make a design that kind of follows through the concept of appreciation of the small things, and like small things can create big change. And honestly, when I heard this prompt, the first thing I thought of was School of Fish, and especially that one scene from Nemo where they're all like making the different signs all together. So I figured, you know what better to make an abstract toothpick sculpture of than a school of fish. So I already have my idea all approved by my professor, and today I'm going to be filming the process of me beginning to start this project in class because I'm really excited for it. I'm kind of nervous as well. I know I'm going to burn myself on my hot glue gun several times, but I'm ready for it. Alrighty, so real quick, it is mini haul time. I'm going to show you guys all the supplies I have for this project. Starting off, I have these 2 foam discs. I'm going to be stacking them together to make them a little thicker. I almost got floral foam, but I don't think that would take paint as nicely, and it was just way too thick, so I just got regular foam discs as my base. Easy to paint, that's what I was looking for because I am going to be painting the base. I'm not going to keep it as white. The second and most important thing I got for this project is my glue gun. So I have a wireless glue gun with little glue gun strings hanging off of it. And I got this glue gun because wires overwhelm me. Like if I'm sitting at my desk and I'm like tethered to a wire with either like my laptop or anything, it just stresses me out because I get a little overwhelmed because my desk gets too busy. So a wireless glue gun was a definite must for me. Of course, any other glue gun, it would work if you are to recreate this, but it is a lot of fun, and I've been having a lot of fun messing around with this real big glue gun, and of course it's my favorite color, so I love that about it. Next thing I have for, they all are exploding right now, toothpicks. So the next thing I have are toothpicks, and they're just basic giant toothpicks, giant brand. They're actually very small, but they're perfect. I'm going to be using these for part of it, not the whole thing, just because they are so small and they are round, and I think that would be really tricky to do my whole project out of actual toothpicks. Up next, I have just large dowels. I went to Hobby Lobby for most of these supplies because it was the closest store to me that I knew would have it. So I got these long dowels because I'm going to be using these to kind of hold up my fish figures on the top of them and stab it into the foam I got as well. Then I took it upon myself to purchase every single wood stick that Hobby Lobby had. These ones are just perfect for this project. They're little squares. They're nice and short. I can stack them up, easily bendable with like pliers, and snappable, I guess, as well. And I got these because I wanted 2 bags, but then there was only 1 bag left. I didn't want the 1 bag to be left to be sad it wasn't picked up, and I didn't want them to sell out in case I needed another bag. So long story short, I got 3. Also from Hobby Lobby, I got another thing of wood sticks, except these ones are kind of sharp, so they're little skewers. They're sharp on one side and they're very flat, so I think they're going to be really good to kind of be making like the fish fins in my sketch here. Then, of course, to go with my glue gun, I got more glue sticks. Although my house is filled with hot glue gun sticks, I didn't have the size, or a lot of the size that I need, because that glue gun takes the largest, almost half-inch size glue sticks, so I had to get more of these, and I figured you can never have too much glue. So this is my lovely box of supplies. I'm going to be putting this on my desk and having it near me at all times just because I want to be able to access all of my supplies. I'm keeping the wood sticks in their little bags for now because I don't want to get sticks all over my room. But I'm really excited to start this project, so let's get to it. Now, as for the actual assembly, I had zero plan. I knew I wanted to do kind of cube-like structures because trying to get an organic round shape using toothpicks would have been impossible. So I just started out assembling cubes. I started with a basic square and making them 3D. Honestly, every single fish is unique, 1 on purpose, and 2 because I knew it would be impossible to recreate anything I made. Making the squares and then building up really allowed me to be unique with my designs and also keep them kind of interesting. So each fish was able to take on its own kind of attitude and personality based on how many fins I added, if I used just the wood sticks or the sharp ones or maybe some toothpicks. I really got to mess around and play with it, and that was my favorite part of the project. Although making each fish was so much fun, it was very time consuming. As you can see, there's a lot of little glue strings I had to deal with, and every single stick I glued on individually. I went through about a pack and a half of those wood sticks that I showed earlier, and honestly, I would dip them into the glue gun like I'm showing now and stick them on. I had to hold them for a little bit as they hardened, and it was overall a very long process, but it was really repetitive and kind of nice to just relax and build something. Thankfully, of course, this project was an abstract project, so the fact that these fish are cubes and look nothing like fish is totally on purpose. Trust me, I know what a fish looks like, but it was a lot of fun to be able to make them look as abstract and wacky as I wanted and still be able to stay true to their original form and kind of mess around with that. This clip that's playing right now is about 2.5 minutes in length, and you can see just how much time I put into making every single one of these fish. Thankfully, I'd pop on a YouTube video, or in this case, I am in class, and I just kind of pay attention to class, watch some YouTube videos, and just kind of work. It's so nice to have a project that just allows me to work consistently and repetitively with something I like. I love doing crafts and stuff like this, so this project was right up my alley, and it really allowed me to be very tedious and have a lot of fun making some fish. Alrighty, first fish complete. This fish is my favorite fish. I peeked here, but I love its little fins on the top, on the side, and I think my favorite part is the base. I like that the entire base is covered with toothpicks. As you can see, I am currently in class, so that's why it's voiceover mode, but I had a lot of fun doing this. I think I made a whole mess, but I'm really excited for the future of this project, and I am really happy with how this first fish turned out. Alrighty, so little vlog style update, I guess. This is my first mini fish I made, and it is the end of my first class that we're building. We're building next class as well, but for not as long. So honestly, I think tonight I need to finish this. I did not realize how little time I had. Like in an hour and a half, I mean, she lectured for like an hour. I made 3 fish. So I have this guy, and this guy. So in an hour and a half, this is all I have. And in my design, I'd like to have 5, actually I want 7. I want 7 fish, and this took me a while to make. So I'm not so sure about how this is gonna go for me. But I think tonight I need to spend most of my time making more fish, especially because she wants, oh my god, my chair is like breaking. Because she wants updates by Wednesday. So by, I guess, tomorrow night, I need to have pictures taken of where I'm at and post it to our discussion board. But I don't know if I'm gonna have more progress, but I really think tonight I need to just sit down and make fish. Like, class flew by and I had no idea what time it was, so I need to keep working. I need to paint my base, just especially because this weekend I'm out of town, so I won't have like the ability to do a lot this weekend. So I need to pretty much have this project completely finished by Wednesday, so 2 days from now. I thought I was gonna have more time, but the fish are taking longer than expected. Sorry for this gross angle on my hair. I had to put it up because it was getting in my way, but I'll update you guys next time I make some progress. Alrighty, so mini update on the toothpick sculpture. Last night I did not end up working on it anymore, so I'm actually going to be working on it in just a bit. I have another class later today, and it's a lecture class, so I planned on simply working on the toothpick sculpture while class was going on. Not the best thing I could be spending my time doing, but I just need to work on it. I need to paint, I need to do a lot with it. I don't think I'm going to be actually assembling toothpicks because that'll be very obvious, but I am going to be painting the base tonight. That's my little update, and I'm going to go cut to when I'm finally working on it again. Just me and my toothpick sculpture hanging out. I'm going to flip around the camera and show you guys in a second, but it is looking ugly. It is not looking great just yet, and you know that's life. So this is a pan of her. She's very tall and can't exactly fit in the frame. She's not done yet. I still have to add, I'm gonna add like 2 to 4 more fish. I wanna make sure I still have an odd number though. But the base turned out pretty okay. It's pretty seamless on the edge. It's gluing together right now. There's some fingerprints in the paint, so I think I might do another coat in some areas. But that's her thus far. I burned my fingers a bunch of times working on it, and I want to go to bed. This is still the best fish I've done thus far, though. Alrighty, update on the fish sculpture. It's the next day. I've been working on it. I'm in class again, and this is day 2 of building in class. I worked on it a good bit last night and got it ready for submission back there, just for like the midpoint, and so I'm making more fish. I met with my professor. She wants me to add more fish, and she also wants me to just kind of vary them a bit more and redo some sketches. So I've got this going for me. This is my one fish I just made. I kind of like him. Got another one I made, spinning around. This guy I think looks pretty cool. And then of course I have the entire giant orb thing. So I need to work on making more fish, and I'm making them smaller right now because I have 3 huge ones, and I think that's a good number for huge ones because in design things work well in odd numbers and in 3s. So last night and earlier in this video, I think I said I wanted 7 fish in total, and I've decided I want to do 9. So I'm gonna get back to that. Okay, so it is the next day again. So today is Thursday. So I'm spinning you guys around because right over here is the toothpick sculpture. I think it's almost done. Earlier today, I had to go ahead and run to Michael's to get some more craft supplies because the pictures I took initially for our like first discussion post due Wednesday morning, I used a sheet that was covered in dog hair. It was so wrinkly and it was awful. So I needed to get poster board to use as a backdrop. So I did that, and I'm very excited to go ahead and take better pictures. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. And I think I'm done. Like, I don't know what else I need to add to it because I have a lot of fish. I might make 1 or 2 more, but I think I'm done. So here she is. She's a little bit of a mammoth, I will say that. She's kind of huge. Like, I have to lean all the way back here, and even then, it's still not in the frame. But I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, it's very sticky, obviously. Oh, goodness. But I've got small fish, I've got big fish, all different types of sizes, and they're all made with hot glue and toothpicks. I'm actually surprised at how sturdy it is, considering it is just 2 pieces of foam glued together. When I was gluing together the foam, originally I used hot glue and then it melted, so there's some holes in the bottom, but we live and we learn, and then I just used tacky glue to put it together. And also the stabbing of these sticks in it really helped to keep it together too. Overall, I am pretty pleased with how it turned out. Like I said, I made a lot of fish. I actually counted, there's roughly 14 here, and that's a lot. My original plan, I think I said, was either 9 to 12, so I went with 14. Originally, I'd wanted to do an odd number of fish just to make it, I guess, I think everything looks better in odd numbers, but it turned out to be an even number, especially because of these small little ones I added in, just to kind of fill up the base, because although it's very tall, it was kind of barren at the bottom, and I wanted it to be completely full so she didn't feel like I was like not meeting all the requirements. But I'd say it's pretty good. Peer out behind it, but I'm pleased with it, honestly. For the first project for this class, I'm not mad at it, and I think it really taught me a lot about toothpicks, wooden sticks, and gluing things. I have to say, I think this fish right here is my favorite. It's got like a completely covered base, which I really like, and I just like this bushel of fin kind of comes off of it, so I like this guy best. I have no idea where I'm going to store this or how I'm going to store this. I might find a spot in my like little office studio to put it, but for now it's just been living on top of my record player. So if you have any ideas, maybe comment them down below, because at this point I have no clue what to do with it. There's still some little hot glue strings around it, but you really can't see it in the photography that I did of it. So overall, I'm happy about it. I think it was a fun project, and I look forward to documenting the rest of my projects in the future. If you like this video and want to see more projects like this one, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!